Hi everybody, and thanks for joining Stamp with Tracy for today's Wow Wednesday. So today is the debut of our new mini catalog, September the 6th, and it goes through the end of December. And this mini catalog is full with some gorgeous things. Tonight I want to concentrate on showing you something that I would call is probably a sleeper in the catalog because it doesn't really stand out a lot, but I think it's an awesome product, so I want to bring it to your attention tonight. You can find this on page 47 of the catalog, and it is called the Abundant Beauty Decorative Masks. And it is absolutely a fun thing to work with. You can use it so many different ways. You can use it with inks. You can use it with embossing paste. You can use it with spray. But let me show you. They come with some backgrounds. These are snowflakes. Let me see if I can put it on a piece of dark paper so that you can see it better. Yeah, there you go. So this is one of the masks that's snowflakes. So if you've never used a mask before, basically pretty much is what it does is I usually hold it down on my paper, whatever I'm working on, with a little bit of washi tape, some old washi tape that I have, and then I'll take and I'll put this holding my paper still as well as my mask, holding it in place. So I do both. And then I'll use either a blending brush, a sponge, paste, whatever you want to do, and ink it up and rub it over. So that's how you use our masks. And these are background masks, the one I'm showing you right now. So it's awesome to use in the background, and you'll see how I use that. And then here's another one. That's an awesome background for autumn. Some beautiful leaves. And then here's the houndstooth design, which I absolutely love. I think it's so pretty. And then the other part of that is 4 steps of some sunflower masks. So this one here is for 3 sunflowers. And what's really awesome about this is it gives you step by step of what to do. So I know you can't see it, but there's a little 1 here and this little notch. So when you lay this down on whatever you want to put your ink down to, or your embossing paste, whatever you're doing, this is the first step, and you want to make sure that you have it lined up with this in whatever position you want, but wherever it is, you want to continue to use it that way. So let's say you wanted to turn it sideways. So when you went to number 2 is the leaves, and here's that little notch right there. If you turned it, then you want to make sure number 2 is in the same place. But just for simplicity, we'll do it this way. This is number 1. Then the leaves act as number 2. And then number 3 is the centers of the sunflowers. And number 4 works on the centers again. So let me show you some cards that I made using all of these tonight. So here is my first try with it. I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. I used a lot of different colors. I started with Daffodil Delight in the background, and then I went to Wild Wheat and put Wild Wheat over the same. So I laid my mask down and I did the Daffodil Delight everywhere for the flowers. And then I did the Wild Wheat on just the 3 here. And then I did, I think, a real light little bit of pecan pie, just real light around the edge there. And then the next step was the piece here, and I used a darker pecan pie there. And then when I got done, I wanted to fill it in with some more. So after I did the leaves, I came back and filled in some more just using the edge of the sunflowers, and came in, I believe, this is this little one here, and this is the bigger one I did down here. So I just added a little bit more to really fill that in, but I thought it was absolutely gorgeous. And then there's another one that I did. This time I did the houndstooth in the background. I chose not to put the leaves on there. So I did this in, again, this was starting with the Daffodil Delight, and then I added a little bit of crushed curry around the outside with a blending brush. And then I came back with pumpkin pie to the inside to give me those different tones in my flowers, my sunflowers. And then I went on to do the centers. I used the wild wheat for this one with the holes and the little, no, I'm sorry. I used, this gets a little confusing, which one I said I used. This one here, that gives you this dark line and the little dots. I used pecan pie. Nope, I'm sorry. This one here, I think I did copper clay. I wanted it even darker. And then the other one is the circle. This one here I did with the pecan pie and the wild wheat. So like I said, they are labeled step by step, and I thought they were really easy to use, and I absolutely love them. And you could turn this card any way you wanted it to be. And I didn't decorate anything yet with sentiments. I just left them so that I can use them when I wanted to for the appropriate sentiment. So then let me show you the other one. This was the snowflake one. And I put this on the beautiful azure afternoon. And then I had a layer of pool party. And for my white, basic white piece here, what I did with that is I taped it down and I used the snowflake. And the first step I did was all the snowflakes in pool party. And then I used my brush with the darker blue and added some azure afternoon to it. And I just went over top 3 of them. And a little bit around that edge. So I had a mixture of color. This is both colors, the azure afternoon as well as the pool party. This is where the pool party just stayed. And you can see I just randomly went over with a little bit of the darker blue. And then I stamped the Season's Greetings. And that Season's Greetings is from a new stamp set. And that new stamp set is called Christmas Classics. And that's another new set in this new catalog, and you'll be seeing me doing more with that. And then this one here, I did the autumn background. So I started with Daffodil Delight card base, 8.5 by 5.5, and then just 1/8 of an inch smaller, I did some pecan pie, and then I had a piece of basic white. And of course I started with my basic white and doing my masking first of this beautiful fall look. And I did it again. I started with Daffodil Delight, and then I added a little bit of the, I believe it was the pecan pie, and just took my brush, a smaller brush, to the edges of some of the leaves. And I made sure I did all the acorns to make them a little bit darker. So there's so many different options and things to come up with. And I'm looking forward to seeing more and more that other demonstrators do on how to use this. But I really was afraid that you might not see that in the catalog. Again, it's on page 47. And on this one here, I used the stamp set Very Best Occasions. That's in our annual catalog. And I used the little Thinking of You right here. And I used a new punch that is in the catalog, that is in a bundle with the Modern Garden bundle. And this is the Modern Oval Punch. So I made that and did that full size. And then I stamped my Thinking of You on a piece of basic white. And I put it in here and cut it down on both sides, which I'm not sure if you've ever seen something like that done. See if I can find. So this was the smaller piece. We'll unlock this. And if you want to get, let's see if what's the best way to do this here. So if I have a smaller thing and I want to make it a little bit smaller, I'll put it in here and line it up. Oh, sorry, I'm not in the camera. So I'll put it in here and line it up, and I'll punch it, and then I'll come back in And I want to do the other side. And again, I'll line it up and punch it. And it just gives me the same look, but it's a little bit smaller. So I was able to put that on top of the full one to give me this look of the labels there. So again, that new punch is called the Modern Oval Punch. And it is also in this new catalog. And it is on page 54. And it sells for $22. But you can also get that in the bundle with the Modern Garden stamp set. So that will be on page 54, I believe. And you'll see that again in the future using both of those together. So don't forget to like and comment for your chance to win. And this is my August host code. I'm sorry I left that on there. I will post my September host code in the directions part of this video, in my captions, or whatever part you want to say. And if you'd like to place an order, I appreciate if your order is under $150 that you use my September host code. And if your order's over $150, don't use the host code, because then you'll get Stampin' Rewards for yourself if your order's over $150. Don't forget for Wow Wednesday to like and comment for a chance to win 2 of the 4 cards I made today. And I hope you liked today's Wow Wednesday. Don't forget to like and comment for a chance to win. And if anyone hasn't gotten their new catalog by now, please feel free to reach out to me, because I have sent them to all of my customers, or delivered them to all my customers who had requested them or who had ordered from me over $50 in the last 6 months. So please feel free to give me a call. Let me know if you didn't get a catalog and you would like one. I'd be happy to get it out to you. Don't forget to like and comment for a chance to win 2 cards from today's video. And don't forget to check out the Abundant Beauty Masks on page 47 of that new mini catalog. Thanks, everyone, and happy stamping.